All right, so I'm going to start off my speech this afternoon with a really overused and frankly cliche line. So Mr. Martin, you might want to cover your ears because I know how much you hate it when I use cliches in my writing. Okay, good? All right, here we go. This year has been a really challenging year for everyone. Even though you've heard it a million times, it's true. Even tonight wasn't a guarantee, so I'd like to thank our staff, administration, everybody for putting this together for us. We really appreciate it. So, despite not getting to live out our senior experience, we learned life lessons and gained knowledge that previous graduating classes did not get. Here are the top 4 things that we learned as the COVID class of 2021. Number 1, CDL is not ideal. Zoom class was fun for about the first 5 minutes of the year, but after that, we stared blankly at a screen for months, dying for the opportunity to get back in school. We lost all sense of motivation to complete assignments, engage with the class, or be the successful students that we once were. Our motivation continued to drop as we watched schools around the country go back in person and resume normal lives while we stayed online with no hope in sight. Because of this, we learned the hard way that where you live actually does make a big difference in how you can live your life. Second thing we learned is how resilient our teachers are. I can say without a doubt that I would not be able to survive as a teacher during a pandemic. They put up with us distant and constantly changing guidelines. And yes, teachers, you probably already knew this, but if our cameras were off during Zoom class, we were absolutely not paying attention. I can't say that I remember a single class during the NCAA March Madness tournament or the Masters golf tournament. I was very distracted. But nevertheless, we got through it together. Mr. Martin figured out technology despite telling the class every day that he wanted to throw his laptop into the Willamette River. Mr. Worsham was able to teach us a whole year of calculus, which was by far the hardest math of my life in just one semester. And Ms. Krasinski managed to still get us college credit in AP composition. And lastly, Ms. Stifler found new ways to annoy her students because she can no longer yell test day up and down the hall. My fellow classmates have their own examples of every teacher in our school and can talk about how they helped us this year. Teachers, we appreciate the hard work and flexibility that you guys showed for us while facing challenges of your own. Thank you for responding so quickly to emails when we found ourselves in a pinch and offering up your time to stay late on a Zoom meeting or to set up an individual meeting. Third thing we learned is not to take our experiences for granted. I was super excited to be a senior after watching my 2 older sisters go through high school, Crestwell High School in fact, without a problem. I automatically assumed that my years in high school would be the exact same. While I did enjoy my first 3 years of high school, I never took time to appreciate the memories I was making. Whether it was the first time walking into the building as a freshman, participating in fun clubs and activities as a sophomore, or playing on the team that took home 3rd place in the state basketball tournament my junior year. I assumed that my time in high school would be just like every other graduating class. Instead, we had to get creative with our online schedule and free time. We pursued hobbies, and many of us got jobs. You've probably gotten gas from one of us at the Crestwell 76 station before, and you may not have known it, but we got a lot of employees in here. Living through this year made me wish that I had taken advantage of the normal times we had, and to stop longing for what's bigger and better. I challenge us to start living in the moment. Take advantage of the stages of life you're in, the people around you, and the blessings you have. Don't take life for granted, because as we all learned, it can all change on a random Friday in March. Lastly, and maybe most importantly, I learned I don't want to be defined by my circumstances. It's no secret that this year sucked for us. I mean, if the rain on our graduation day doesn't sum up this year, I don't know. Last year, we felt bad for the seniors as they didn't get to finish out their senior year. We never even got to start it. Life isn't fair, nor should it be. Challenges like what we faced this year can either hold you down or help you grow. You get to decide. As the graduating class of 2021, we can choose to sit back and feel bad for ourselves about what we didn't achieve, or we can start our new lives and look to the future, not the past. We've all seen the memes and jokes about how seniors and other classmates are going to be dumb because of the lack of education they got this year. So let's go out and shock the world and be eager to make up for lost time. Despite everything we went through, we made it. I'm proud of us for getting through this year. It's been a crazy ride, but a good one. I'm excited to see where the future takes each and every one of you. And don't forget, guys, after a year as bad as this one, we can only go up from here. Thank you all.